Laptop, why are you being this loud? Laptop, please quiet down. Laptop, please. Please, laptop. Laptop. Okay, laptop's being quiet now. Alright. Well, welcome back to another episode of Inspired Builds. I ran into the issue to where every time OBS tried to record, the Minecraft game itself would crash. But it seems to be working now. I did another safe mode restart, and then that didn't work, so I just restarted my laptop altogether. And it seems to be working now. Fingers crossed this is recording, so hopefully we can make an episode. I've been working on this for 20 minutes now. Now, I've gone around here and I've kind of threw in some more ideas of things we can do all over the place, but I highlighted the two I wanted to get done today in beacons. So we're going to start way off over here behind our first build, up on this mountaintop, and today we're really going back to the roots of what this world is based on and doing some nerd shit, okay? So, today we are going to build a Stargate. See, even the goats are excited. We are going to build a Stargate. Now, I don't know if any of you are old enough to know what Stargate is. It was a fantastic show, and there's a few movies. There's quite a few seasons of it. My favorite was Stargate Atlantis, in which the U.S. government has found these old portals from an ancient civilization that will send you throughout the universe to different galaxies and places all over the universe to meet more descendants of the ancient human civilization and see how they've evolved along with other aliens. It's kind of like a really fun mix of Star Wars and Star Trek, where you have that exploration balance, but you also have a lot of really cool action stuff. So, today, I'm going to build this here, an actual portal, which will sit right down inside of this crater, and then over here, make my way across. Over here, I'm going to build one of the spaceships, or spaceship-like things, that they had in Stargate Atlantis, dubbed the Puddle Jumper. And it is a small personnel carrier like spaceship that was like perfectly designed to go through the portals. So I figured, build the portal, someone flies out, and they land over here by this village to investigate the world. So yeah, I did get some supplies together already to kind of show off the two builds. So I'm going to time-lapse the build of the portal over here, and I will catch back with you shortly. Enjoy! What's going on, everyone? It's Asharts here, well, post-recording Asharts anyways, here to cover your time-lapse agenda. Well, topic. Topic's the better way to put it, yeah. Time-lapse topic. And today I wanted to talk to you about, well, kind of social media in general, and maybe more generally the internet. So, I've been a part of the Technoblade community for a while, and I don't need to dig into all of that, but I was hanging over on the Reddit page because I am a sad, lonely individual with nothing better to do in my life. And I saw someone talking about Technoblade's legacy, and it was a really nice written post. But at the end of it, they followed it up about how every Technoblade fan is kind of insane and will probably try to overthrow the government. And I was like, well, I mean, the governments kind of have it coming. So I made that kind of comment down below, and I added on for legal reasons, that was a joke. Which is another callback to Technoblade that most people here would understand it. And someone hopped on and just quoted was? What the... Insert word I'm not going to mention here because I'm trying to get monetized. Happened in the last hour. And so I thought about it. And I bided my time. And I came up with the best response I could think of. They found me, but they didn't expect me to be prepared. I am now hiding in an undisclosed location while the CIA tracks my every move. I have some time to rest since I threw off the search dogs using milk bones and chicken bites. I have a contact 8 hours away who can put an end to this madness. I just have to make it before the NSA can power up their satellites. Wish me luck. And it's a full props to whoever this other Redditor is for just going, why not? Good luck, soldier. So I threw the 07 salute and waited. Now, I can't really remember why I picked 8 hours as a travel distance for this completely made up nonsense of a story, but I had to stick to it because now it is lore, and I have to continue with the lore. Because unlike some, I don't know, let's say Star Wars writers, where instead of sticking with what the fans know and trust and believe, going off and completely doing something entirely different and trying to piss off everyone, I stick to my lore. So, I waited 8 hours, as close as I could to the dot. And was like, okay, now, how can I really ramp up and plot twist this story? How could this end in a funny, comedic, and unnecessary way? So I sat there in my car, I had just gotten home from work, and I was like, I found it. So I responded. Despite some close calls with the NSA satellites, I've been able to meet up with my contact. Unfortunately, it was a setup, and I'm now being arrested for attempted treason. It's been good to know you, soldiers. 07 all around. And again, full props for the community and other Redditors for just going 100% along with this complete bullshit that I came up with. And just went, 07, your sacrifice will be remembered. And it's these kind of interactions that you don't really find as much. Well, this is the good part of the internet. This is the fun you can have on social media, is comedic nonsense, or posting some fun with your friends, doing something you enjoy and trying to share it with others. Me, I've always been kind of a storyteller. I've been a writer at heart. And so coming up with a little nonsense thing like this for me was a lot of fun and completely unnecessary. But I enjoyed it, they enjoyed it, and from the amount of upvotes it got, I think a good amount of other commenters and Redditors found it enjoyable as well. And I think that's the internet that kind of gets lost today, is the fun interactions, because there's so much dark, like sad stuff out there now, and a lot of really depressing things that are so much easier to find because of the internet now, that a lot of these fun interactions often get overlooked. I'll go back to another interaction I had a while ago in a YouTube comment section, where I think it was a Wells Night video. Wells Night from the Hermitcraft server, he had mentioned something about the unbearable traffic in his area, and so I made a comment about how traffic's terrible everywhere because it's traffic, and I got into this conversation with a few people, and one of the guys was said he was from Germany, and one of the big issues he would always run into on his commute is what they would call an elephant race, which was two, like, 18-wheeler semi-trucks trying to pass each other on a highway or street, or just two of them side by side taking up the whole road. That they referred to it as an elephant race, and I don't know if this is a common phrase elsewhere, but it was my first time hearing it, and without the internet and social media as it is and as it can be, you couldn't have funny conversations or learn things like this anywhere else. So, while there is a lot of negatives to the internet and social media and the mass spread of information, there's also some really fun parts if you remember where to look. And that is where I will leave you in this time lapse, which is a bit longer than any other time lapse I've done, so I hope you enjoyed, and I will send you back to the video. Welcome back, everyone. I am back from finishing up our builds, so the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the Stargate. So I'll see if I can add a picture in the top right corner here. I will make an attempt. Editor Ashards, please, if you would. Okay, thanks. So this is what I got for the Stargate portal. I got some stairs running up to it. I threw a nether portal in here because I figured that would give us the swirling effect of the portal being on. And then the portals always kind of showed up blue, and what they would do is they would bubble out. So a bubble would form out of whatever ship was coming through the Stargate, and then it would just kind of pop, and the ship would like fly off or come in and land, or it would do a smaller bubble, and then just kind of people would phase through it. Yep, and on these outer segments here was a dial, and that dial would spin around and highlight to the specific coordinates of the next portal you were teleporting to. Really neat. They put a lot of science, or pseudoscience, I guess, into it, and then the control panels were always kind of off to the side, or like down good like 10-20 yards away. And it was this angled like stone platform with kind of glass like buttons that you would push to start up and engage the different rotating dials to set the portal, and then it would activate. You'd run up and run through the portal. So yeah, that's what I got. And the back, there's not much going on here. I did block it off with some light gray and black stained glass. Now, for our puddle jumper, I see it flew out, it left all these pieces when it burst through, it went flying over here. They found the village, and then spun around and touched down right over here. So right here, we have our puddle jumper. And now, the way they worked is they had that like futuristic paneling that had some engravings on it. So I kind of mixed in some materials to show like some different depths or whatever. They had a strong angled front, which I can't really do in Minecraft, but I did what I could. I had the glass panes here and everything, so, or not glass panes, glass blocks, and then sloped it with these running around. On the sides, you had these, like the actual like, boosters and wings that would make the thing fly. And they would fold up directly into the sidewall here, so it would turn into a good, like, perfect cylinder, except for the cut angles, obviously, but it'd be really circular to be able to fit through the portals with ease. And so on the back here they had like the light of where the propellant would push them forward, some technology, wiring, some gaps and everything of where it would collapse. And in the back it always folded down this like loading bay. You'd walk in, you'd have like a little seating storage. These would pop open to some wiring. You had your pilot and co-pilot up here with the controls. So yeah, there is our first nerd build of our inspired builds world. If you haven't seen Stargate or Stargate Atlantis or any of it, I'd suggest checking it out. I believe you can watch it on Prime Video if you have that, or you can go to any like secondhand store, like maybe even Best Buy or wherever, and you can find a single set or a whole season or the complete series for like $30. So go check it out. Highly recommend it. It's a pretty good show. So with that, we are done with our builds here. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe because I need money to pay for college and I would really appreciate that. So until next time, Ashart's out.